Okay, you can hear me. Sweet. Sorry, it's been a little while since I've used this. Alright, we're live. Hey everybody, Coyne up here. And today, this month marks the 40th anniversary of Atari's Asteroids. So we're going to play that for a little bit. I've got it on this Atari Flashback Classics Collection, Volume 2. So we'll be playing this for a little bit, and then, yeah. First game on the list, right here. 1979, copyright Atari Inc. That's November 1979, and now we're in November 2019. Oh, shit. Off to a good start, aren't we? Yee! I was gonna start streaming the Marathon series, the FPS trilogy by Bungie. That was kind of like the Mac's answer to the original Doom. But at this present time, I don't have time for that. So I thought, you know what, this is the next best thing. And I thought I was going to split this up into 2 streams, but I think what I'm going to do is just keep this as one stream of Asteroids, both the arcade version and the Atari 2600 version. And then skip streaming next week, because I actually do have a sizable amount of work I need to do for a research paper. But I promise, after day after Thanksgiving, also known as Black Friday, I will be back on the regular streaming schedule with my game for the holidays. Game over. Okay, let's put our score in. C for Coyne, and then O, P, Coyne up. High score, 9,040 points. Let's do better than that. Shit! Yee! I'm making all sorts of weird noises right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, another reason I decided to play this was I felt like I've been, what do you call it? Complaining and, shouting expletives a lot in my recent streams, so I figured I'd get something on the itinerary to be that's a little, more relaxed. even though I'm, not doing too well. Ah! So the two scores in the high score list are Coyne, myself, and some guy named Wow, I fucking suck at this game. I remember playing this way back on Windows 98 on an Atari's Greatest Hits CD-ROM. I think I still have that disc. Not immediately lying around. I don't know where it is currently. Can't have gone too far though. I know it's somewhere in this house. But yeah, that was really fun, and it was excuse me, it was this exact version of Asteroids, the original arcade. And yeah, I personally prefer my top Atari games are Centipede and Tempest, but this is a good one. I certainly like this a lot better than Missile Command. Missile Command was always my older brother's favorite game. So we'll just keep playing this for a little bit. This is most likely going to be a shorter stream because there isn't as much to show. Fun fact about this game, though. Once Atari released it, it became... Shit. Fuck that guy. It became... I think the highest grossing arcade game of 1979. Beat out Space Invaders. I think Space Invaders came out around that time. Space Invaders was a force to contend with in the arcade world. It caused a yen shortage in Japan. And for a while, this was Atari's most popular game. Fuck. Okay. There I go with, swearing and all that. This is supposed to be a relaxing stream. So let's make it so. I think the original arcade machine was nothing but buttons for controls. So you had one button for left, one button for right, and then one button for thrust. Whereas on modern setups, and even on the original Atari 2600, it's all joystick, and the button is used to fire. I don't know, I've never seen an Asteroids machine in person. I'd like to, though. That'd be fucking fun. Maybe if I get enough money for an arcade one-up machine. I never thought I'd see the day when arcade machines would arrive for sale within my price range. Because before Arcade 1-Up existed, I was always looking up, maybe not always, but, you know, the days I felt especially interested in building up a collection of arcade games, all the machines that were on Amazon, they weren't even fulfilled by Amazon, they were sold by, like, third parties. They were always selling in the 4-digit range, so thousands. I'm a little kid at the time, so it's like, man, I can't. So I had to settle for video game collections, kind of like this. Of course, I didn't have a PS4 at the time, but you probably can't see that on the camera too well. There we go. Okay. But, yeah. So that was how I got my arcade fix. Mostly. Was through, compilations and collections like this. They were a lot less common back then. Nowadays, you can find a compilation for practically anything. Like, I never thought I'd see the SNK, I think it's 40th Anniversary collection, at my local Target. Hell, well, I did get the SNK Arcade Classics Volume 1 for the Wii way back when. I don't remember where I got that. I think that was a GameStop purchase. I could be wrong though. Come on, fucking UFO. What you don't want to do in Asteroids is move a whole lot. Because this game is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not potent, something similar. Whatever. It's a reminder that Newtonian physics are a thing. And I'm in the vacuum of space, so I don't really want to push myself too much. So like these little baby step movements that I'm doing, that's my go-to. I don't really last long in this game anyway, so you're probably thinking, well, what the hell's the point? Why not just fly willy-nilly? Because I do better. And just anyone playing Asteroids in general does better if they just keep their movements to a minimum. Most of the movements should be just left or right, like I'm doing right now. Also that Windows 98 CD-ROM of mine I think they had a trailer for like the might have been 20th anniversary revamping of Asteroids, kind of like for PS1 and PC. And they just called it Asteroids. And I think it was released by Hasbro Interactive because they had the rights to Atari at the time. And then yeah, it's all in like, you know, stunning high def PlayStation 32-bit graphics. Whole new game, sound effects, new modes of gameplay, the whole 9 yards. Oh shit. Yeah, they did the same thing for games like Centipede, Hubert, and Pong. Also, even Pong got the revamp treatment in the late '90s, early 2000s. Ooh, I got just enough points to get an extra life. That's fortunate. And I think I got a new high score. It's probably one of the few streams in my portfolio, we'll call it, where I'm actively focused on a high score. Now, I'm not going for world record breaking here, because that would be stressful. Because then I wouldn't be playing for fun. I'd be playing because I'm on a mission. Putting your name in like this is weird. Moving right on the DualShock 4 causes the letter selection to go backwards from A, or from letter A, the starting point. So it goes from A to Z, and then, you know, Z to Y, Y to X, and on and on and on. And then holding left goes in the traditional A, B, C, D, E, F, G route. You get used to it, though, so it's not much of an issue. But hey, new high score. Bye, me. I think the trick is to focus on one big asteroid at a time, rather than have a bunch of little shit asteroids floating around, causing you grief. That way you can focus on the little tiny ones, or you can break down a complete big asteroid one at a time, and then just keep doing that, and see how far you get. So let's see. Of course, that means you gotta be conservative with your shots. The instinct is to just spam the fucking button like that, but you gotta read this game, and games like it, they really teach you, some of them anyway, teach you patience. Also got that nice vector graphic aesthetic to the game. Tempest has the same thing, except it's in color. This is how a lot of games look back in the way back in the day. Just because it was easier on the hardware. Shit, did I shoot myself? I don't think I did. I don't even think that's possible. Patterns that these asteroids move in are they generate and then move in randomly. But once they're once there's an instance of them on the screen, then they move in, you know, just a predictable pattern. It's kind of like an old screensaver on a computer, the way they move. And I just think it's neat. Excuse me. Okay, we say 10 more minutes of this, and then I'll switch to the 2600 version, which naturally came after this. And then once I'm done with that, I'll call it a stream. I'm just thinking it doesn't make sense to, like I said earlier, it doesn't make sense to do this as 2 streams. So I figure I'll just do one stream. Forgo streaming on next Friday. And that'll give me time to finish my, or do my research paper. That's a shit score. Let's give that to our good friend, Excuse me. The yawning's contagious. I'm spreading it over over stream on Twitch's servers. Ooh, cool. The asteroid did the work for me. I always like the sound effect of the of your spaceship shooting shit. Pew pew pew. Shit! Totally thought I missed a. Totally thought I dodged that. Guess not. Ah! You know, I did have the plan to focus on one big asteroid at a time, but it is mighty tempting to just spam the button, and that's exactly what I've been doing. So I think I'll just... Shit. Oh well. So I think I'll just go with that. Oh yeah, and if you look to the right and left, that's the art that would have shown up on the sides of the arcade machine screen. Highly stylized, hand-drawn, all of that. You don't get too much of that with games anymore. Cuphead's an exception. Cuphead's an exception. That game is exclusively hand-drawn, but that's an independent. That's an indie video game. Nowadays, you got computers advanced enough to capture human motion and all of that. So you know. So there isn't much of a leap between concept art and finished product. Oh yeah, and also the UFOs will shoot for me. Also, can shoot the asteroids as well. I don't get points for it, but it certainly makes my job easier. Okay. Not much in the way of music either. Just a beep, 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 beep that picks up in intensity when the asteroids get smaller and they get faster. Probably grand. There's what do you call it? I wonder how long the grand champion of asteroids has had to play this game to get so good at it that he or she or whoever can set world records. I don't even know what the world record is for asteroids. I probably should have looked that up before starting. But oh well. Okay. Okay, looks like I got time for one more game. Just keep myself to a 30-ish minute timer. Let's go. Okay. It kind of looks like it bumped the frontmost tip of my spaceship, and it pushed me back a little bit. Ooh, I don't know. Still on the original 3 lives. 4 technically. Because the live counter right underneath the score in the top left corner of the screen, the game screen, indexes at 0. That's just a fancy pants way of saying, you know. Even though it looks like I don't have any lives left, it counts it counts the number 0 as a life. Probably should have turned the vibrate off on my phone. Well, I can do that now, because it's game over. Easy fix. Let's put that last score in, and then let's move on to the Atari 2600 version of this game. Here we go. Asteroids. Looks a lot different than the arcade, doesn't it? Power. Game reset. Here we go. And this one, all the asteroids, well, for one thing, everything cuts in color, but also all the asteroids kind of up and down and only stand to the right or left. So you can get away with just staying in place a lot for a lot longer than the arcade version. Tell you what, it's not going to be fun streaming on next Friday, but, you know, necessary sacrifice. Then I'll have made enough progress in my final assignments and whatnot to comfortably enjoy my Thanksgiving break and share that with you guys. Well, not the Thanksgiving dinner bit, but stream. But you know, being able to stream on Friday. It's significantly easier, I would say, than the arcade version. Just because the limited amount of movement of the asteroids, they only move either up and down, and then slightly to the left and right. That's plenty of time to react. Oh shit, spoke too soon. But yeah, plenty of time to react and shoot from a distance. And that's the sound of an actual life. Sound like a microwave going off, but those are the sound effects that were available to the Atari 2600 chipset. mad at you. Anyway, I was saying earlier about Marathon. I was going to start streaming the Marathon series in light of the Halo Master Chief Collection coming to Steam along with Halo Reach. Apparently they just recently announced, I think it was last night, that Halo Reach will come out early December. But in early December, I'll be in the middle of streaming my game for the holidays for this year. It'll be the New Game Plus, and if I have time, the I Am the Night mode of Batman Arkham Origins. And I'll carry over the progress I made from my 80th anniversary stream from this summer over to this New Game Plus. So in some senses, in certain regards it'll be easy. In others, it will be a little harder, but, you know, nothing I can't handle. I've beaten the New Game Plus before. This will be the first time I'm sharing it with you guys. Yeah, I've got quite a bit planned. I even had Christmas and Holidays 2020 planned on this channel. I know exactly what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do getting up to that point, though, I'm not too sure yet, but we'll figure that out as time progresses. Yeah, I think I would have to devote a considerable amount of time to the arcade version of Asteroids to get a score like the one I currently have. 32,000. Stand still for most of this game. Every 5,000 points, you get an extra life. Indicated by that micro. By the way, I'm not going to be playing Asteroids Deluxe in this stream, because Asteroids Deluxe is technically a sequel to the original Asteroids. And that came out in 1981. I don't foresee myself playing that. Not because it's a bad game, but just because, you know, what's the story? Shot asteroids. The sequel is in stores now. I shoot more asteroids! It's pretty obscure. Most people haven't really heard the Asteroids Deluxe. And it's the same exact gameplay, so I think it is commercially well in arcades. Marathon stream will have to wait until 2020. New decade. I got less than a month of fall semester left. That's exciting. First semester in new school. Oh, wow. Game started punching me now. There we go, I made that light back up. Now I gotta make one more up. You know how they made a movie about Hasbro's Battleship? How could you possibly make a movie about Battleship? I wonder it's crazy. And the movie sucks. It's ridiculous. But, anyway, I wonder if someone thinking to themselves, hey, I want to make a movie about Asteroids, the arcade game. And there's no story to this. Literally, all you're doing is shooting asteroids. Just as pointless as the battleship. There we go, I made up the second light. Xbox One and stuff after Volume 2, which is the game compilation from which I'm playing this. But apparently on New Year's Eve, there's going to be a Volume 3. That's my question for sure. Maybe I'll put it on my birthday list instead of Christmas. I'm a real good boy. I'm stocking. But I gotta stop talking about Christmas right now, because Thanksgiving hasn't even happened yet, and yeah, no, okay? It's happened over in Canada, it hasn't happened here in the US yet. Shit! Maybe I'll sneak in a test stream. Oh shit, I'm not paying attention. Shit! All my extra lives are going away. Maybe I'll sneak in a test stream next Friday. Who knows? I'm not sure. I might though, yeah. Because I got a month or so ago some hardware that I can use in conjunction with the capture card to capture not only PS3 games, which don't work on the Elgato HD60, but also Wii, GameCube, Super Nintendo, anything with an that supports RCA. So I now have, hopefully, full access to my game library. All my PC games, all my PS3 games, all my Wii games, all my GameCube games, all the Super Nintendo games, Nintendo Classic, Nintendo Classic, PS4, PlayStation Classic, Switch. I got a shit ton to work with if it works. So you might get a test stream from me this Friday. Won't be a long one, but, you know, it'll be a stream nonetheless. I think if you press down in this version, you teleport. Whoa! Very dangerous, though. I think you can do the arcade version also. I'm pretty sure you can. Think about it. Maybe the asteroids change color because that's different kind of metals that are in the interior of the asteroid. Neat little theory, though, to explain just what's probably a really simple line of code. Flying, being a little more reckless. I'm about done. Getting a little, yeah. Played both of these versions for about the same amount of time, so. There we go. Okay. So that's it from me. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in. And until next time, this is Coyne signing off.